Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, TheMadKaiger, and up here today, guys, with the first of I hope many anime reviews. Yes, I did mention that I would try and do some anime and manga reviews on the channel, maybe talk about them. Like I said, I'm not really reviewing them in depth. I'm just talking about the ones that I enjoy and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm installing all of my games because I've now got a hard drive for my PS4, so I'm able to install these games. I didn't realise on PlayStation 4 that not all of the games have to install, which is really good. Another reason why PlayStation 4 is better than Xbox in some senses. Some games you have to install, other ones are just a simple copy and copying the files, which, you know, gives for some easy things there. Right, so yeah, today guys I'm going to be talking about an anime that I watched not too long ago called Sengoku Musou, or Musou. I don't really know how you pronounce that word. Also known as Samurai Warriors, yes. Now, as you know, Warriors and Samurai Warriors and Dynasty Warriors, all of those great games. I love the Warriors series. And when I found out that there was an anime based on Samurai Warriors, I was kind of like, wow, you know, this is a bit out of the blue, you know. Yes, there was Romance of the Three Kingdoms back in the day, an old anime back in the day called Romance of the Three Kingdoms, which obviously is what the Dynasty Warriors game is a spin-off of. But Samurai Warriors, the anime, is just simply follows the story of Samurai Warriors 4. Now, there's one OVA and 12 episodes. The OVA is a 40-minute episode almost, which basically follows the early days, and basically the story follows the story of Nobuyuki Sanada and Yukimura Sanada. So it follows the story of how the Sanada clan and the Warring States era from the after Hideyoshi's death, and obviously the battle between the Toyotomi army and the Tokugawa army. Now, obviously, if you have no idea what I'm talking about here, it does help to have played the games. But the anime actually takes place, uses the same sort of characters from Samurai Warriors 4, so uses the designs and everything. And I've got to say, it uses the same voice actors, of course, Japanese voice actors. I believe there might be an English version, I don't know. But there definitely is the Japanese version. Now, you can watch this on Crunchyroll, so if you've got Crunchyroll, you can watch it on there, which is really cool. And I've got to say, it's very faithful to the video game. There's loads of, who the hell's calling me? Wait, one sec. So yeah, it follows the video game really well. Now, if you've played Samurai Warriors 4, you're probably going to know a little bit more about the story than obviously if you haven't played it. But even if you haven't played the game, it's a good anime to sort of get you in the mind frame of the game. Like I said, there's like 12 episodes, and it sort of follows the story of Yukimura and Nobuyuki, which are two brothers from a clan. Obviously, the whole Samurai Warriors thing is about a clan, obviously in Japan, ancient Japan, and it sort of takes place towards the end of the samurai period. That's what this sort of anime sort of does. It follows the samurai in the sort of last days. And like the video game, it's got big battles, loads of people on the screen at once, you know, people fighting and stuff. And it's really done well. I found the animation to be really well done. And they really did a good job of bringing these characters from the video game into the actual real life, you know, the real anime style, and changing up the styles. And I really enjoyed the fact that they changed, they were able to do that and still keep the authenticity of the video game. And it really has a good sort of, you know, in the video game's good and stuff, but the only problem is with the video game is after a while is you notice when you play the video game, it doesn't really sort of, you know, explain, you know, it only does a certain amount of things in the story side of thing. It doesn't really explain it and show what actually happened and stuff, whereas in the anime it shows every little detail and stuff, and I really enjoyed that. And you know, it just felt like it sort of, each episode had enough action in it and really was faithful to the video game, which is kind of hard to do when you've got a video game which is based on, you know, just going off and killing hundreds upon hundreds of enemies and stuff like that. Whereas the anime, it sort of tries to put more story and a little bit more into the characters, you know, tries to give the characters some sort of relativity and makes you sort of laugh and stuff like that. It has some funny moments. There were some sad moments in it, the last episode, without spoiling too much. I thought the ending was really well done, and it's really nice. The sort of, how the best way to sort of describe it is how it's sort of about these two brothers who, you know, grew up together and fought alongside their clan kind of thing, and then they lost their clan in a war, and basically they were sort of like vagabonds, you know. They were you know, they all joined up with this character known as Hideyoshi, who then unified Japan, and unfortunately he passed away, which then put it into the hands of left it with two armies, Ieyasu Tokugawa and then obviously what's his name, not Hideyoshi, his son Hideyori. So basically these two armies, so the Toyotomi clan was the clan that unified Japan under Hideyoshi, and unfortunately when he passed away, this sort of clan was sort of split up, and the Tokugawa went one way and the Toyotomi clan went another way. And the whole point of this is about how the Tokugawa clan, Yukimura, stayed with the Toyotomi clan, and whereas the his brother Nobuyuki went to the Tokugawa clan. So it's sort of one of those animes where it's about two brothers who go their separate way kind of thing, and then have this inevitable fight at the end. So you sort of get a sort of gist, a sort of feel like, you know, these are two brothers that grew up together and love each other and everything, and then all of a sudden they have to fight each other. And you know, it's really well done. I wouldn't say it's the best anime out there, definitely not. There are better ones, there are worse ones, but I think it was quite faithful to the video game, and then it's a really good effort. It's something that I'd recommend watching if you are a fan of Samurai Warriors. Definitely watch it. But even if you've never played a Samurai Warriors game, it's a pretty good anime that sort of takes place in ancient Japan. You know, it's got all the samurais and all of the war and stuff. So it's kind of a really good one there. I really enjoyed it. Sorry this isn't really in depth. I watched it a couple of weeks ago, so I'm just going off memory here. But I'm hoping that we can try and talk more about anime and give my opinions on the anime. I thought it was the pros. I thought it followed the story really well. I enjoyed the fact that I was able to watch these characters be brought to the Japanese style of animation rather than just watching the 3D sprites, and well, not sprites, but you know what I mean, the characters talking and stuff in the video game. Because the Warriors games, while they do have a story to them, we all know it's more gameplay rather than story. So it's nice to have this sort of TV show where it sort of explains it in more detail. So for me personally, I really enjoyed it. I was a little disappointed that it only sort of took place in the Warring States era between the Toyotomi and Tokugawa clan, but it would have been nice to see some episodes based, you know, it could have been a longer thing. They could have started it with the early days, you know. They sort of do in the OVA, but it would have been nice to sort of see it explained into more episodes. They could have done more episodes. It would have been nice to see some episodes and talk more about some of the other characters, but like I said, it's sort of aimed towards more the Yukimura and Nobuyuki and sort of their story and how they went their separate ways kind of thing. And you know, it does the game justice. It really follows the game really well, and that's what I enjoyed about it the most. Sorry this isn't a long review. It's my first anime review, so I don't really know what you want me to do with this, whether you want me to go in depth and talk about each characters. It's kind of hard to do with a show that's only, you know, 12 episodes long. But I really enjoyed it. I'd recommend it to any fan of Samurai Warriors. video games, definitely. I'd recommend it to people that are sort of interested in that sort of samurai, you know, ancient Japanese era sort of thing, you know, samurais and ninjas and that sort of thing, and war, that sort of war. If you're into that sort of thing, it's definitely good in that department as well. Like I said, there is a bit of some humour to it at points, and some emotion in it, but it's not the most emotional anime, obviously, because I played the game, so I know what happened and I knew what to expect. But if it's something you've watched, you've never played the game and you watch it for the first time, you'll probably have a different experience to than what I had. So there we go, a small video, but nonetheless a video in today. Sorry it's not the longest, sorry it's not the most in-depth. I wanted to do something today, but I'm happy to finally, you know, have my hard drive for my PlayStation 4, installing all of the games on there now. Tonight I'm probably going to play some Dynasty Warriors 9, carry on with that. But I'm actually surprised that you don't have to download half of the game. Some of them are just a simple copy and paste kind of thing, which thumbs up Sony for doing that. I wish Xbox did that as well, but we never know. And anyway, guys, so if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to leave a like, and of course comment below. Let me know, have you watched Samurai Warriors, the anime? Have you played the game? Do you like the game? Do you like the anime? Let me know, do you want me to do more anime reviews? And let me know sort of how I can extend these videos and what sort of things you want me to talk about in them. It's kind of hard when you're doing something new for the first time. You don't really know what's wrong and what's right, so let me know in the comments below if there's more that I can talk about and stuff like that, and how I can make these reviews better. I might do a review on the Gantz manga. I'll try a manga review as well at some point when I finish that one. And anyway, guys, as always, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I might stream tonight, I don't know, probably not, but if I do, check me out on Twitter and stuff. So all that will be in the descriptions. And yes, I did do all the thumbnails and updated all the last videos, so I finally got around to doing it. I did it the other day. And as always, guys, have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye, and have a good week. Take care.